zooming along here, so I want to make sure you're on track. If you type any keyword or keywords into Google, just type them in. It forces Google to include those keywords in the results. If you use the minus sign here, it forces Google to exclude the keyword. Notice that there is no space between the minus sign and the first letter in the keyword. Now, when you use an exact phrase, you use the quotation marks here, and it is forcing Google to search for that exact phrase. And it could be as many keywords as you want in the phrase. And notice there is no space between that quotation mark and the end letter there. Now, when you use the OR, that Boolean operator, it's going to search for this keyword or that keyword in the search. If you're going to look for a parrot or a toy, you want to type in the name of the toy, and you want to type in and you want the red one or the blue one, for example. So just a quick review there, and let's look at how to find those variant surnames. Our friend, the OR Boolean operator, comes in handy, and we'll do searches pretty much just like before. I'm going to search for the Ragan surname spelled that way, and I commonly see it spelled this way in some of the old genealogy documents. Now, you may be thinking about the R-E-A-G-A-N for like President Ronald Reagan, but I don't come across that much in my line. So I do a Google search, and it's going to look for Ragan or R-E-A-G-A-N. This way I don't miss out on some important documents because I have found ancestors online that have a variant surname. Now, this search will look familiar to you with one exception. Think of this as in two parts. Here's Ragan or Regan, that's the surname, and then the variant surname. And then this section here is the good old genealogy or family tree in a phrase, or the misspelling of the word genealogy. Note that there is not anything between this section, there's not the OR operator here, or this section. You don't need to do that because it's looking for this or this, and then it's looking for this or this or this. If that makes sense. We do a search and we see the results. You should try this with the variant surnames that you have. And if there's 3 or 4 different variants, that's fine. You could go this or this variant or this variant, and then type in the other keywords behind it. But again, think of it as in 2 sections, and that should make it easy for you to work with. Now, don't forget that there are variant first names as well. For instance, I have an ancestor named Jonathan Ragan, and I've put his name in exact phrases in the quotes, so it will look for Jonathan Ragan together like that. Or Jonathan Ragan with that O in the middle, which is I've seen in different documents, and I've just put the keyword genealogy there. But see, you can do the variants with the first names as well. And when you do that, it is best to put them in quotation marks to look for the exact phrase. And we do a search. We examine the results, and we'll fine-tune those results as needed by adding more keywords or excluding some different keywords depending on what the results are. Here's another example I'd like to show you. We're looking for the variant of Joseph Ragan or Joseph Regan. Remember, there's one part there. And remember the place names. I am using the word genealogy here, but here's Georgia or Florida because he was in both places. You could fine-tune it down to counties as well. I can do a search for Oglethorpe, which is the name of a county, or Green with an E on the end is the name of another county. That's a good thing to remember when you're searching the variants, is to also look for the different place names as well. Now we are at the desktop of my computer, and I'd like to share a very important tip with you. I've always recommended that you do the same searches every couple weeks, every couple months, because the search engines are ever changing. And you've done a lot of typing, and you don't want to really type all that stuff over again. So every version of Windows has this. Now look down here. I'm going to click on my Start button and click on the Programs, and you'll see an Accessories folder here, or option. And there's lots of different things there. What we're looking for is Notepad. I click on Notepad, and this little box comes up, and it's just a little place where you could copy and paste little snippets of text. And for instance, if you are searching in the search engines and come up with a good result, you go, this was a good one, this is worth doing in the future, then you can paste it here, and you would file and you would save it. And or you could type everything up here first and just copy and paste it into Google as you go. I have a little secret to share with you. As I have been covering these lessons, I've had my searches ready to go, so I can simply take it, copy, and I paste it into Google as we've been talking, because we've only got 5 minutes, and I'm sure that you don't want to see me type. So let's get on to the next lesson, which I think you'll see this tip is going to be really important for you.